Hello guys, welcome to the video. Now today I'm playing Bed Wars right now. Probably gonna have to do one match for this. So I'm gonna do tips and tricks like for you guys. Hopefully these tips and tricks like can help you and stuff. Like I don't got the best tips and tricks, but also I do not have the bad ones. So let's get into it. So first one is don't let your teammate. Like, if your teammate's a builder kit or whatever, anything to support you, let them get behind you. Don't let them always go full on first, because that could end up in a bad situation. Now, if you are the one who is obviously being the sport kit or a builder kit, then I'd say be careful with your work. Be careful what you're doing, because obviously you could end your team very easily by doing something like making a mistake or anything. So my tip is here, let your teammate do the work. If your teammate is a higher level than you, yes, let them do the work for you, because obviously this could end to a bad lead if you try and do it. Like, listen to your teammate and stuff. Don't fully listen, but try and take a listen, because if your teammate is like full on Fletch good, listen, because your teammate could have a good message for you. And who needs a good message? You. And the reason why is because if you fail a game and you're with your friend and they say, hey, they're helping you level up, and you had like an old account, like you lied, say you had an old account and say you're good. Well, don't lie about it, because you could end your team very easily. So that's my one tip for there. Second tip is saw what I just do. Make sure you can land beside them. Instead of like landing there, because if you land like that, that can end up leading you to like death if the kid is not expecting it. So, and also if your teammate talks to you, make sure you talk to them, but make sure you don't talk to them also, because it could end up for some bad business there, where somebody's about to rushing you. You need to be on full track. Like, you cannot talk at all. Now, if you are going to plan to talk, maybe get the app Discord. No sponsors here. Not planning to have any sponsors for Discord. It's Discord, if you're watching this, like the owner of Discord. I'm sorry, I don't want to sponsor. I'm sorry, don't sponsor it. I have Discord, but I use it with my friends on Bed Wars. Well, I will put a sponsor just if Discord has sponsors. So Discord is a app. If some of you don't know, Discord, you can use to chat with your friends and everything. So you have a friend in real life, ask them for their Discord. Well, ask them if they have Discord, and if they do, say, okay, can I get your Discord? Yeah, Discord's really fun. You can use it. There's also little mini games you can do. So if your friend don't play Roblox, if you find one on Discord, you know what you do? You say, hey, can we play one of these mini games? Also, the mini games are fun. I promise you. The mini games, they are fabulous. I promise. You don't want to like miss out on them. So yeah, guys. Let's get back to it. So if you're trying to chat with your teammate, make sure you have Discord. Yeah, let's get out of that one. Next thing on my list is, if you're trying to make sure if you have any, like, tons of M's or diamonds, make sure you put them in your chest. If you're not close to base, see what you can do about teleporting, use the home base. I don't really use it that much, because honestly, I don't really think I should be, like, teleporting, but then sometimes when I use it, it's really good. I did use it once this match. So yeah, teleporting is good, but I don't know if it's really that good to me, but it sometimes saves me, so in the nick of time. So yeah. Next thing on this list, don't try and use a shift lock when you're doing things. Shift locking may sometimes ruin your game. But also, shift locking for me works because I'm on mobile. So if I'm not shift locking really, I'm kind of in a bad situation. Or go full screen in if you're having problems with like shift locking, if you're like computer or something. But also really PC or whatever, You're fine. You're fine. Just make sure you're not dying there. Because also you got to be careful for yourself. Because also you also need to make sure you have some good skill there. Because if you don't have good skill, you could possibly take a loss in a game. So I'm trying to keep you guys safe and trying to tell you to be careful. Also, don't go in without your teammate. I only did it because these guys were not really good. But if it's two Sheilas and they're both like half the level of you, maybe be careful because sometimes kids they're like half level of you. Sometimes they know more than you, like something that you don't know. Like maybe sometimes so. Also, make sure you also full heal. If you're using a kit with 90 HP, I suggest you ask your teammates for iron to get at least iron armor before everybody else in your game does. At least, so you can defend. And if you're using Discord with your friends, obviously I suggest you ask them on Discord. Ask your friends on Discord while playing a match. And if you don't ask them, that's fine. So yeah. But also be careful if you have 90 HP. Also be careful with people with diamond armor, because they can one-up you if you're not ready. Especially for the Airy kit and the Hannah. Those are definitely two kits that I know have 90 health. Now, about having 90 health only, it can suck because really you also got to be careful about what you're doing, because if you're not careful, you could end up in a bad sticky situation, and when I mean sticky, you could get yourself killed. I'm not even lying. So you need to be careful of how you play your game. And also, just to say, definitely be careful. Because if you're not careful like 100%, you could lose your game 100%. Like, gone. So just to say, make sure you're careful. Especially when going on bridges. Also, ask your teammates to patch any holes on your bridges. Because you might not know about them. You might not see them. So if you don't know about any holes or anything on a bridge, then ask your teammates if there's any holes. If they say no, make sure you're at least walking, because they could be lying to you just to get you killed. Sometimes people with toxic friends, toxic teammates that don't care who you are, they just, it's not good, I promise. Now, if you have a builder on your team, make sure it's a good one, because sometimes the bad builders don't know what they're doing, and that could end up to a bad thing. So be careful. Also, here's another tip. Make sure you get rid of a team that you've been fighting. If you don't get rid of them, I suggest at least trying to get through, to kill them, go towards them to get rid of them, anything that could get rid of them. Do anything. If you had to get yourself killed, or have a second count that honestly could do all the work for you. Honestly, do anything. Because honestly, you have to watch out for yourself, and you have to make sure you're doing good. Also, just so you guys know, I am not completely a pro. I am trying to get to being a pro. I am actually trying to use these tips for myself, reminding myself. This is why I want to make this video, not entirely just for myself, but also to be careful and seek some help for myself. So yeah, I try my best. And second, also be careful with whatever you do, because there could be problems in your game. You could have a problem, really bad problem. Also, be careful for teammates that are campers. They're not really good. Also, make sure you don't have a teammate that doesn't care. Because if you have a teammate that doesn't care for you, that could be bad. So make sure you ask them for loot. And if they refuse to give you loot, just say, hey, this is not cool. Cut it out. If you do not want to give me loot, that's fine. I can leave and you can handle it yourself. And then you can say your level, and then you can say something like, your level's not that good. Don't you see it? You're not even high enough to be a pro. And I don't even know if you know good skill. So, yeah. And if your teammates like to be rude like that, if they like to steal your loot, That is not good. Find a way to get the loot for yourself, because if they steal your loot, that is not good. Like, honestly, I'm saying this myself. I sometimes can match with teammates that like to steal my loot, and it's really not fun. Like, when I say don't go for it, or if they see me going for it, I have problems with my teammates. Like my teammate here, my teammates got an emerald sword because they don't actually like stick with me. So, just to say, you definitely want to be careful, because if you have a bad teammate like him, like my teammate, that is very awful. Nobody likes horrible teammates, and just again, he steals my loot, loot that I could have had. So that is definitely not good. Make sure you're on watch for teammates like this. I actually try my best to keep on watch for myself. I actually try and get M's a lot of times. I actually try and do something for myself. I don't like when my teammate sometimes, like, I in this match, my teammate is pretty much a camper. If my teammate sees this video, if they ever find it, just to say, you're not good at all. If you ever find my video, I'm sorry, but you're not good, okay? Just to say, it's just not gonna happen. If you ever want to be good, ask your teammates where they're gonna go. Like, honestly, I don't ask my teammates where they want to go, because one, I don't know if they're really gonna troll me, so that's why I really don't. But if it's my friend, I make sure I at least know what I'm doing and where I go. Because, like, I honestly have a hard problem with my teammate, and obviously having problems with your teammate is not good. And getting rushed, be careful. Stick up for yourself when you're fighting somebody, because also kids can be annoying in this game. There are kids and stuff. I'm not going to say how old I am. Obviously, I want to be able to do live streams. Obviously, I must be above the age of 13, obviously. So, why would I record? Some kids just record at a small age because they think it's cool. But really, you need to know what you're doing on YouTube and stuff. Okay, so we're on the next tip. When you're going to a fight, if you see your enemy block up, you give a second to think about what you're doing while you're walking over. Give yourself a second to know, to think what's gonna happen. A, they're either gonna jump down while you're building up. B, I'm probably gonna knock you off. And C, you could end up, they might be planning to kill you easily. Now, you want to be careful for what you're doing on Bed Wars, 100%. Like, if you're going to rush an enemy, 100% I agree with you. But also be careful, because if they're building up, that could be a bad sign. Now, if you're heading towards them, or somebody's chasing you, best trick is, so best trick is to, okay, so what you want to do is, okay, let me actually get out. Let me actually do something. So you want to place a block right in ahead of you, and then you want to jump up and build immediately. Now, you might screw up and do this, but also that gives you a good chance, because you could also do something to your enemies. They could have a hard time knowing how to deal with it. You may build slow, but also that's kind of good, because you want to be able to see how far they build up. Because also, sometimes enemies don't really build up so high. Like, or they build super fast to where they don't know when to stop clicking. So the thing is, I'm saying right now is maybe be careful with how you do your gameplay. Definitely, be careful. Because if you're not careful enough, that could end up in a bad situation. I definitely, if any of you are trying to comment down video, like in video, or what I should probably do next and tips and tricks for tips and tricks and stuff, lovely, put it down and I maybe might do a part 2, and this will be from you guys. Maybe I will actually give you guys a shout out, and then say you're famous to your parents, say I gave you guys a shout out. Obviously, I'm not going to tag you guys and stuff, like do the little Gmail and stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, guys, because somebody might try and ask you how you did it. So I want you guys to be careful. Don't Not gonna do anything. I'll just say your YouTube stuff. And if you guys want to also, if you want to, do it what you really want. Like, honestly, I don't really care what you do. I just care that you guys be safe and stuff. Like, be careful, obviously. Now, if you're not really good at Bed Wars, okay, understandable that you kinda are probably gonna lose your Bed Wars match if you don't really know how these tips and tricks work. But I promise you guys, these tips and tricks are the best I can do for you guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I did die because I didn't go with teammate, but it's fine. Honestly, my teammate wasn't really gonna help me. So, guys, I will see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.